The Loyal Dog and the Lost Traveler. Deep inside a dark and mysterious forest, a man named Daniel was traveling alone. He was a photographer who loved exploring nature and capturing beautiful pictures of mountains, rivers, and animals. One cold evening, while searching for the perfect sunset photo, Daniel lost his way in the forest. The sun disappeared behind the tall trees, and darkness slowly covered the land. Strange sounds echoed through the woods. Owls hooted from distant branches, and the wind made the leaves whisper like ghosts. Daniel looked around nervously. "I think I took the wrong path," he said quietly. He checked his phone, but there was no signal. His flashlight battery was almost dead. Fear slowly filled his heart. He tried walking in different directions, but every path looked the same. After hours of wandering, Daniel became tired and sat near a large rock. The cold air made him shiver. He closed his eyes for a moment, wondering if he would survive the night. Suddenly, he heard soft footsteps nearby. Daniel quickly stood up. From the shadows appeared a large brown dog with bright eyes and muddy fur. The dog looked thin, but calm. Instead of barking, the dog slowly walked toward Daniel and sat beside him. "Hey boy," Daniel whispered carefully. The dog wagged its tail gently. Daniel noticed the dog had a small injury on its leg. Feeling sorry for the animal, he took out a piece of cloth from his bag and carefully wrapped the wound. The dog quietly watched him, almost as if it understood his kindness. "You're alone too, huh?" Daniel said with a weak smile. The dog barked softly and then began walking away. After a few steps, it stopped and looked back at Daniel. "You want me to follow you?" The dog barked again. Having no better option, Daniel followed the mysterious dog through the dark forest. The dog moved confidently between the trees, as if it knew every corner of the woods. Sometimes it stopped to make sure Daniel was still behind. Hours passed. Suddenly, the dog growled quietly. Daniel froze. From the bushes came the terrifying sound of wolves. Their glowing eyes appeared in the darkness. Daniel's heart raced with fear. The brown dog stepped in front of him bravely. It barked loudly and fiercely at the wolves. The wolves circled them, growling angrily. Daniel grabbed a stick from the ground, but his hands trembled. One wolf jumped forward. The dog attacked instantly, protecting Daniel without hesitation. The forest exploded with barking and growling. Daniel shouted and waved the stick to scare the wolves away. After several tense moments, the wolves finally retreated into the darkness. Daniel fell to his knees, breathing heavily. "You saved my life," he whispered to the dog. The loyal animal slowly walked back to him, panting but unharmed. Together they continued through the forest until they discovered a small abandoned cabin near a river. Daniel pushed the old wooden door open. Inside there was dust everywhere, but it was safe and dry. That night, Daniel built a small fire using broken wood from the cabin. He shared his remaining food with the dog. As the fire crackled softly, Daniel looked at his new companion. "You know, I think I'd be dead without you." The dog rested near the fire, peacefully closing its eyes. The next morning, sunlight entered through the cabin windows. Daniel woke up feeling hopeful for the first time since getting lost. The dog was already awake, waiting near the door. "You still want to help me?" Daniel laughed softly. The dog wagged its tail. After eating a little breakfast, they continued their journey. Hours later, Daniel heard something wonderful, the sound of cars. He ran forward and finally saw a road beyond the trees. Relief filled his heart. A passing truck stopped after seeing him wave desperately. The driver stepped out. "Are you okay? People have been searching for you since yesterday." Daniel smiled with tears in his eyes. "I'm alive because of this dog." Daniel turned behind him, but the brown dog was gone. Daniel searched the trees, calling for the animal, but there was no sign of it anywhere. Only the gentle wind moved through the forest. A few days later, after safely returning home, Daniel could not stop thinking about the mysterious dog. He decided to visit the forest again, hoping to find his loyal friend. When he reached the old cabin, he noticed something strange hanging on the wall inside. An old photograph covered in dust. In the picture was a forest ranger standing beside a large brown dog. Daniel's eyes widened. It was the same dog. Below the photograph were faded words: "Max, loyal companion and hero. died protecting lost travelers in the winter of 1998. Daniel felt chills run through his body. The dog that saved him had died many years ago. For a long moment, Daniel stood silently inside the cabin. Then he smiled softly. "Thank you, Max." From that day on, Daniel told everyone the story of the loyal dog of the forest. Many people thought it was only a legend, but Daniel knew the truth. Somewhere deep in the dark woods, the spirit of a faithful dog still watched over lost travelers, protecting them from danger and guiding them safely home.